What's cracking, everyone? Hello and welcome to today's slightly different YouTube video. I've had a few questions recently about the fancy thing that I use for my vids to see all of my cards and hover over them and see them kind of like this. And that thing is called untapped.gg. So if you guys want to grab it, that's where you find it. Just type in untapped.gg. There'll be a link in the description below if you can't find it for whatever reason. And what this helps you do is keeps track of your decks, but it also has another cool feature that I'm going to show you. Just to give you a little heads up though as well, there's some cool stuff coming in personal statistics and global statistics. Now I've gotten a sneak peek of this and it's going to be freaking cool. So if you are a data nerd and you want to check out, you know, for example, how many games you've won against this type of deck, how many people facing, I don't know, just stats and stuff and things, just anything you could possibly want to know about your game, your decks, your cards, they're gonna have it. So go get untapped.gg, start using it, and just see how freaking cool it really is. Now, the thing I want to show you today is how it works in draft. Now, this is the first thing that Untapped does in MTG, barring keeping track of your deck, obviously, in anything. What it does is it has this deck helper. So, draft helper, I should say. So now what this draft helper does is it gives you all of Luis Scott Vargas's ratings or rankings of every single card in the set. So you can imagine how useful this will be when Throne of Eldraine comes around in, what's it, October or September? Whenever that happens. So yeah, all of these ratings are pulled from Channel Fireball, from aliasV, and that's basically the ranking. You can disable it if you want to. But basically it shows you which cards in the pack are probably the best. Now, what it doesn't help you do is have common sense about specific cards or, you know, the way your deck is shaping up. It doesn't understand how to do that just yet. They have told me, though, they're working on it. So, for example, if you're in pack 3 and there's a card that would fit really well synergistically with your deck, it'll give it a slightly higher ranking than, for example, this Ironroot Warlord. Excuse my cats running around in the background, losing their minds. Anyway. So yeah, so we're going to go through a draft here. I'm going to show you just how it works and give you a few hints and tips as well for the set. If it is something that you're wanting to look to get better at, then I would suggest downloading untapped.gg, installing it, and yeah, having these enabled. Because what's really cool as well is I'm eyeing out the Chandra's Outrage down here because I really like this card. And then you can see at the top there, Chandra's Outrage 3.5 is a classic good removal. It kills just about anything at instant speed and even leaves the opponent with some scorch marks on the way out. So pretty solid. So yeah, so we're gonna go through a draft and start picking some cards, and you'll see just how I use the helper and where I start to ignore it because my deck is shaping up to be something else. Like if I'm purely red, I'm not gonna go and switch into a blue-green card in pack 3, for example, unless it's insane. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so first pack, Chandra Spitfire is really, really cool. Ironroot Warlords are at 2. But then it's immediately putting into 2 colors, and you might be tempted to go green-white straight away when that's not necessarily the best thing to do. So in this pack, I really like the Spitfire, but I like Chandra's Outrage more, so I'm going to yoink that. Gimme. Let's take a look here. Lavakin Brawl is always solid. Rabbit Bite and green. Red-green is very strong in this. There's been some crazy things that have happened with red-green. I think my first, like, 5-in-1 traditional draft was red-green, just because you get such big dudes, you can go fast, you can smack face, and you also got bulky guys as well, like, you know, Force Claws and whatnot. Let's see here. Herald of the Sun is okay. I don't really like it that much. Like, my playstyle, I like to go fast and smack face too. I also really like removal. I do see the Rabbit Nom down there. I like it, but I also like Lavakin Brawler. And I know that elementals in this can get out of hand super fast. So I'm going to take that. Oh, I love that sound effect too, it just makes me very happy. Okay, what we got here? God's Willing, I really like. Although I haven't had much luck with Boros in this draft. I'm not sure if that's the correct pick. Goblin Ringleader is not very good and limited. Bloodsoaked Altar can be fun, I suppose. I do like God's Willing. God's Willing is good at protecting, but as I said, I'm not sure if red-white is the way to go. So otherwise, if we don't take the God's Willing, I might just take the Scorpion. Or the Agonizing Siphon. Red-black can be pretty good. Let's take the Agonizing Siphon. Ooh, Vampire. Ooh, yeah, I like that vampire. This vampire is nice. There's another Lavakin, though, which I quite fancy, too. Do I want to go red-black? I don't know. Do like this card though, so I'm gonna take it. It's because it's solid. Oh, Risen Reef, you cheeky thing. Why are you here in pick 5? You shouldn't be. See, now I really like the Threshing Brontodon and the Risen Reef. I think we gotta take the Risen Reef. It's just stupidly good. We're gonna be shifting around here quite a lot. Yep. Although Big Bronto Boy is nice too. I think maybe overall the Threshing Brontodon's probably easier to build around. I mean, we could YOLO it for the lols and just see, you know, probably gonna end up dying a lot. I'm gonna take the Threshing Brontodon and we'll just we'll see if we regret that decision later. Uncaged Fury is kind of fun. I like giving big dumb dudes double strike because your opponent doesn't ever expect it. It's just like there's also a Spooter, which I quite fancy. Good against the flyers in the format. I'm gonna go with the Spooter. I might end up in red-green. House of Morass is okay. Brings me a dude, gains me life. Yeah, sure. Diamond Knight's alright. I really don't like these black cards in this draft. This bird is not that amazeballs. Feral Invocation's okay, it's kind of like a combat trick. And that lasts, provided the thing doesn't die, so let's just take that. If we are in black, Soul Salvage is always solid. Season of Growth. Season of Growth in red-green is kind of cool, because a lot of the time you are playing combat tricks. Pattern Matcher could be cool if we find other dudes we want to find the multiples of. Bone Splinters is okay, the puppy's also good. Let's take the puppy here. I'm gonna take the pupper. I like the pupper. Pupper's a good pupper. Could grab a 2-drop here. We're always quite low on those friends, so it's gonna be the 2-drop. We'll always find another elemental. This Wield? What? Okay, gimme. Yeah, give me a Scorch Spitter. I'm not really crazy about any of these, but this can kill a big artifact for me, or a pigeon if needs be. So let's take the removal and Zephyr Charge on the sideboard. Okay. Ooh. Icky. Alright, so now this is kind of where I like the rankings, because you can see straight away, alright, these 3 cards up top are really good. George down here, the Vulture's good, and always you're gonna find the dual lands are gonna be a 3, because fixing is quite a premium in this set. So we're not in white, so let's consider this little Spitfire with the Scorch Spitter. I really like that interaction. Flame Sweep could be really, really rude. I'm eyeing that out. I'm like, do I want to make murder to things? So take the black stuff out for now. We're gonna focus on red-green, unless there's something amazeballs that comes around. Oh man, I really want Flame Sweep. Is that greedy? That's probably greedy, because a lot of my dudes die to that. Well, the big dudes don't die. I do like the Spitfire though. I'm gonna take the Spitfire. Ooh, Netcaster Spider is excellent. I like that a lot. There's quite a few good things in this pack. This Ogre Siegebreaker. It's pretty cool. Every time something is dealt damage, you can kill it. So that's kind of nice. If you're in blue, this Brineborn is excellent. Elemental is a bird thing. I do like the spider though, so we're gonna take the Spooter. Get in there, buddy. Veil of Summer I don't like very much. I think I'm gonna take the land here. Nothing else in this pack is like, woo, amazeballs, right? It's just kind of meh. Could take Moldavine Reclamation. And you'll see also a lot of these cards have multiple ratings. So here, for example, this one is in a slow deck or one without creatures, I'd leave this to the mold. In a deck with lots of creatures and token making plus maybe a few sack outlets, it becomes a dominating card. It gives you an entire game plan by itself and makes the opponent have to jump through hoops to make good attacks. So there you go. So if you got a lot of creatures, cool, this is great. If you don't, leave it alone. Also, you'll see the 2 out of 4. That's how many cards I've collected of it. So I could grab this if I wanted to. So if you're just rare drafting or want to, you know, get more gems or just fill your collection up, then it helps you track that too. Do I want to take Moldavine Reclamation? I mean, I do have some other black cards already. I splashed for any. This is quite late, so I could take that. Yeah, okay, fine. fine. Let's see what else we got here. We don't have 2 elves or anything except the Lavakin Brawler, so we could take the Pattern Matcher, but it's most of the time not gonna find anything for us. This Pack Mastiff is a decent little pupper. Wolfkin Bond is poopy. We do need some more 2-drops, so maybe we take the pupper here. Yeah, come here, puppy. Come here, puppy. Ooh, I like that. That's a good 2-drop. This is a great card. If you can make this thing fly or evasive somehow, holy crap. It just runs away with games. I'm gonna take the Berserker. Agonizing Siphon. Sure. Yeah. Sideboard. There's another Scorchy Spitter. Might be tempted to take that. The axe is always cool. You can give it to a big butted dude and go ham with it. Otherwise, there's Vial of Dragonfire, which is also, if you're a little light on removal, then that's pretty good too. I like my Scorch Spitter though. I think either of these are decent picks. I do like this little idiot though, so I'm gonna take him. We're gonna make the little idiot do cool things for us. I'm gonna take another Feral Invocation. Nothing else in this pack screams pick me, so there's that. There's this big dumb elemental I said would wheel, so let's grab that. Prismet we could take if we are considering a splash, but it's not great. I mean, it's really not great. Stick on the sideboard just in case we don't find any fixing. Again, these cards are kind of poop. Nothing here I think is gonna make the cuts, so we'll just yoink a I don't know what. You, Epicure. Sideboard. Maniacal Rage we could maybe consider, but I don't think so. I like the Pupper. I like the Growth Cycle. Let's maybe grab a Growth Cycle. Find another one that can get some silly stuff going there. Thought Distortion, don't ever play because it's awful. Convolut's also poop. Okay, what we got here? Good cards in white. We hate to see it, but we do see an Overgrowth Elemental buddy, who's pretty decent with the amount of stuff we got going. There's also Murder in the pack. If you ever find Murder and you're kind of in black, go for it. Just ignore everything else and just grab it. It's fantastic. So, real good cards in white here. You hate to see them go by. So real good cards in white here, you kind of hate to see them go by, but you know what? I don't think we can wing it into white at this point. So let's take the Overgrowth Elemental. We do have some Elemental bros going. Not going to be amazeballs though, but hey, we can. Ooh, there we go. Land. Land is nice. There's another Chandra's Outrage though, which I'm kind of tempted to grab over the land and just, you know, pray to RNGesus that our fixing is fine. Gravedigger is very solid in any decks playing black. You can bring back something from the graveyard if it died prematurely. I think I want to take the Outrage. I do like picking things. Let's grab that. Get another Agonizing Siphon. There's a little Sedge Scorpion down here. He's pretty good. Let's grab the Scorpio Bro. Oh, hello. Yeah, I like you. You're fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
get in there.
I'm Chandra.
Hi, Chandra.
Nice to meet you.
You want to fight? Oh, I do like this. You know what? I miss. I haven't gotten yet is that Goblin Smuggler, because that Goblin Smuggler with the Lavakin Brawler is just so stupidly cool. But alas, nothing today for us. There's a Scuttlemud which you could consider. I don't think we're gonna play black though, so let's just pick up another Lavakin because they're great. Ember Hollow's a nice card. It's removal on a dude. Infuriate's a pretty solid trick as well. If you want to kill anything, sneaky sneaks. Force Claw is fine. Could grab that, but I do like this Ember Hollow. Let's grab him. Centaur Course is a 3/3 for 3. Can't really go wrong there. There is this birdie. On your turn, it's a birdie that flies. How are our 3s looking? Quite a few 3s. I'm gonna take the flyer. And we got the Lavakin Brawler. Let's just take the 3/3 for 3. You're okay if we can give you some help. So if we can stick like Feral Invocation on the Anvil route. That's pretty cool. I don't like any of these. I really don't like the healer, but if we do want to make our Lavakins a little bigger, then that would be pretty dope. I like the other growth cycle here. Active Treason maybe. Reckless Airstrike. Probably won't play another one. Cat's losing their minds again. Ooh, stay there, Lavakin. Where are you going? Meh. We're not gonna play the dragon dude. He is kind of fun though if you can like mill your opponents out. And then there you go. So you can see after a while you kind of just ignore the ratings on the cards, and you just build around what you have in your deck currently. So not the greatest haul ever. I think we are taking out the black though because we don't want to. We don't have that much fixing. Even though we are in green, we didn't get that much fixing. We didn't find the enchantment, or we didn't pick up a scuttlebutt either to help us out there. So let's see. What do we want to make? I really don't like this healer. Let's take it out. Take a look at our creatures. So the typical ratio is about 15 to 8 if you're just want a stock standard basic deck building. So I like the Scorchies. Maybe just one of them though. Like 2 of them is fun. Screw it, we're playing 2. I'm gonna take Reckless Airstrike out for now. Pack Mastiff. We probably don't need to play. Actually, no, Pack Mastiff is better than the Greenwood Sentinel because he's a mana sink after a while, so you can pump him up and either use him offensively or defensively. Kind of like both growth cycles are going to keep him. Chandra Spitfire, the Courser's fine-ish, but it's not the best 3-drop we have, so... The Pupper. Is it better than the Pupper, though? I think it might be better than the Pupper. Sorry, Puppy. We don't really have any synergy. We don't have the 2-drop that gets bigger every time you play a token, so let's leave that. Spitfire's fine. Course is fine. That's fine. That's fine. Bronto's great. 2 Feral Invocations? Maybe not. Let's do that. Pulse Ross is cool if something big dies. I don't know. Like, the biggest thing we have currently is the Fire Elemental, which isn't super great. We didn't get any of our sneaky... Goblin buddies like I would have hoped, but things are looking not too shabby. I mean, these guys could just run over the game by themselves, so maybe we take out the elemental. I mean, this bird isn't super dupe either. Or is it just a Scorch Spitter we take out? We're at 2.9. No, we're at 3 now. We could consider taking out a land if we're below 3. It's always not advisable though, people shout at me when I do that. But yeah, that's probably what we could do with this. We're just missing out on the 2 elementals. I really do like this little spitter dude, so maybe bring him in and take out the bird. Although, putting Prayer Invocation on you would be kind of fun. Let's take the bird out. Alright. So, there you go. That's the deck, using untapped.gg's Draft Helper, in conjunction with Channel Fireball and Louis Scott Vargas's rankings. So if you guys like it, be sure to download it. I will play this draft, and if it is anything worth writing home about, I'll let you know. But yeah, not too bad. I think I could eke out a few wins with this, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, friends. If you did enjoy today's video, consider liking, subscribing, doing all those things. And yeah, if you have any questions about Untapped, let me know, and I will happily do my best to answer them. Until next time, see you then.